Alex has arranged to meet some poker players at a trendy bar, inviting them to play in a private game he's organised for later this evening. Paul is playing the role of another player invited to the game and takes a seat inside, whilst Alex keeps an eye out for the mark. And here he is, right on time.
Hello, how you doing? You alright? One of the guys is here.
Alex brings the mark and his mate in to meet Paul, then leaves them alone to get to know each other.
How are you, Nick? Sorting stuff downstairs, the table and everything. We should be ready to go soon.
No worries.
Okay. Okay. Where'd you boys play? In the Vic, yeah?
Yeah, that's why you play, yeah.
I haven't been there in ages. Oh, yeah. You know the poker magazine guy's coming tonight. You know about this guy? There's a guy coming from a new poker magazine who's doing an article on, I guess, private games, stuff like that. It's a new magazine. It's called Poker something. I can't remember what. I mean, it's brand new. Literally brand new.
Paul is being a little vague, almost as if he's making it up on the spot.
So when you play, do you play any side games or any side bets or anything like that when you're... Right. Would you play Kaluki or backgammon or anything like that?
I just love games.
Really?
Especially when they're profitable games at the end of the day.
That's music to Paul's ears.
This guy that's coming in, we're actually going to do an article about that kind of thing, about games you can win. I'm going to show him Nim before we play tonight. You ever heard of Nim? You can do it with straws, you can do it with matchsticks. Doesn't matter, but you can only take 1, 2, or 3. And whoever's left with the last one is the loser.
For the first part of the scam, Paul needs to persuade the mark to do him a favour. He wants to play a trick on the poker journalist that's about to arrive by challenging him to a game he's guaranteed to lose.
The thing is that if you know the secret, you can always win. If I have him bet with you, would you bet against him?
What, knowing that
I'm going to win. So in other words, I'm playing for you.
if you're guaranteeing it, yeah.
All right. I need you to sneak a bottle cap onto the table when he's not looking. You'll get the idea. When he comes in, it's just easier if someone else does it.
The mark agrees to help Paul play a trick on the journalist. And here he is. It's Colin.
You Rob?
I'm Rob.
Oh, sorry. Nice to see you.
Colin?
Yeah. Nick, how you doing?
Alex, who's posing as a member of staff for the bar, brings a box full of bottle caps for their game of Nim.
That's fine, whatever. Yeah. I brought this thing to show you. All you have to do is take 1, 2, or 3 caps.
Aye.
Whoever ends up with the last cap is the loser.
Aye.
All right? So here's the idea. I'll play against you, but you can bet against one of these guys.
I'll bet with you.
All right.
Okay.
It's a simple game. Each player takes a turn removing 1, 2, or 3 caps. The player to take the last cap loses. And sure enough, Paul wins.
I believe that's yours.
Okay.
So that means you owe him a tenner.
Right, okay.
The exact number of caps mean Paul will always be able to leave one behind, if Colin goes first.
You go first.
I go first.
Aye,
All
aye.
But this time, Paul goes first. Now he'll lose unless the mark adds that extra bottle top.
And I can take from any... Pick your jacket up, though.
Colin pretends to be distracted, giving the mark the perfect opportunity.
I'll take from over here. Okay, first one.
And Colin loses again. Paul comes clean about the little scam.
When you were looking away,
Oh, you dirty dog.
he snuck in an extra one. Right? When he puts an extra one in, I just take that one away.
Brilliant.
So you're still going first.
That's brilliant.
This whole scenario has been carefully crafted to suck the mark in. He's demonstrated he's willing to play a prank by cheating. And he's been rewarded by making money on the bets. Colin's now going to ask him to cheat in a slightly bigger way.
This is an interesting one because the article after the game is meant to be written from the point of view of how the game could have been cheated. Yeah, we're doing a whole issue on like what you need to watch out for when you're playing.
Cheating it as in you've got cards up your sleeve, like.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know, I mean, dealing off the bottom. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, I have a proposition for you, right? Let's cheat the game properly, and I'll cover the boys who lose.
What do you mean, you?
So, right, if I could actually interview people who were in on cheating the people out of money, but I guarantee the people who lose money, I give them all their money back tomorrow. And you two keep what you win. I just think that's, that's awesome to be involved in, and you can be talking about being in on it.
So long as they get their money back.
No, what do you mean to get their money back? They get the star in the new magazine. It's perfect.
So, the game will be rigged in the Mark's favour for the article. He can keep the winnings, and Colin will reimburse the losers.
Who's going to win? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Paul demonstrates how he can control the cards whenever it's his deal.
No need to draw.
That's hand 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Holy
Should usually win.
It's one of those things that looks easy, and if I did them, I hit you in the face with the cards when I tried it. Yeah.
You must have taken some practice.
It's easy to give you the ace if it never moves from the top. Yeah, look. It's easy to just keep dealing.
Yeah.
But will the Mark go for it?
Look,
I'll give it a go, I suppose.
thing is, I'm only cheating when I'm dealing. Okay, I'm not going to cheat on anyone else's deal. That's important.
Yeah.
The hustlers lead the Mark downstairs to a private room for the game. This guy is already an experienced poker player, and with Paul's card manipulation guaranteeing him good hands, he's in for a great game. What could possibly go wrong? Alex has arranged a private room in the basement for the game. He's even got a barmaid on standby to serve the drinks.
Susie, who'll be serving some drinks. I've done it rough.
It's actually Jess. The Mark meets the other players, whose money, with a little help from Paul, he plans to win. First, the players buy into the game. The Mark gets out £1,000 in cash.
How much you got there? I got
1,000.
The cards are in the air, and the game begins. Each player in turn acts as the dealer, shuffling the cards, handing the deck to his neighbour to cut, then dealing out the hands.
Oh yeah. Do that all night. Yeah. Keep showing.
The Mark is playing the game as he normally would, but he's really waiting for Paul's turn to deal.
Jack 5, but every time I get it, I always go.
more like this. Never over until the
30. But don't you?
Whoa!
I'll do you a BB bet.
Finally, it's time. Paul carefully manipulates the cards during his shuffle, arranging them so that the Mark will get a very strong hand. But it'll only work if Colin does his job properly. He has to cut the deck at exactly the same point Paul cut it. That way, they'll be back in the order Paul intended them to be in.
It's good, it's perfect.
Colin had just minutes to practice this move before the scam began.
Good. That's it.
This is Colin's big moment. Just one card out either way, and Paul will deal the wrong hand to the Mark.
You do.
Got a bit of it. That's another one, but yeah. I like it.
All right, blinds in.
The Mark is unaware of the move, but knows things are going to plan when he sees the hand Paul's dealt him. A pair of kings. His job now is to get as many chips into the pot as possible and draw in his opponents with weaker cards.
Let's give the blind some value.
But everyone else folds. The Mark only wins £3. Not exactly what he had in mind. The game continues, and it's another 20 minutes before it's Paul's turn to deal again. Once more, Paul shuffles, and Colin makes the rigged cut. This time, Paul deals the Mark Ace-King, another huge poker hand.
All right, so I'll make it 20. 15's no good.
All right.
But once again, everyone folds.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Oh,
So good, man. All right, don't take.
This cheating thing is not as easy as it seems, and the Mark is getting very frustrated.
Should we have a little 3-minute break? Is everyone all right with that?
That's fine. Let's have a break and get
The game breaks for a few minutes, and the cheaters confer.
It's all well and good cheating, but if no one's playing,
Paul suggests a new tactic.
that's £1,000 of my money. You put in whatever you've got. Put in whatever you've got. Buy in more chips so he's covered. And I'm going to hit him with a hand as well. It's called a double duke.
He'll not only give the mark a big hand, he'll make sure someone else at the table also has a big hand. And the mark should then bet as much money on that one hand as he possibly can.
So before we play, buy in for more chips. All right?
Paul gives him an additional 1,000, and the mark borrows £500 from his mate to make sure he wins as much as possible.
Anybody wanting to top up or anything like that?
Yeah. See buying?
How much?
1,500?
Another 15?
Yeah.
The mark buys in for the extra money.
Is this someone's coat?
Oh, that's mine. Sorry, I left it upstairs.
It's all right. Someone accepted it.
Did you get much out of it, or?
Excuse me, love. Did I bring you down your drink?
You did, Jess.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
The game restarts, and it's the mark's deal. As luck would have it, he's dealt himself 2 aces. The best starting hand in poker. And that was without Paul's help.
I'll raise.
Family pot, love it.
This time, he's getting some action from the other players.
Do that all night. Yeah. Keep showing.
The first shared cards come down in the middle of the table.
That's good for someone.
There are the other 2 aces. The mark is now sitting with an almost unbeatable hand of 4 of a kind, and around £2,500 to play with.
Friendly, I'll just raise it.
50's the bet.
Wow. Really?
Even though this isn't one of Paul's rigged hands, he's firing out the bets.
100. Good boy.
Re-raise, 100's the bet.
He can't believe his luck. Other players are also putting their chips in the middle. Opportunities like this don't come along very often.
I'm going to have to raise it. 200.
Okay, that was 50.
150 more.
The call was 50, the full bet's now
200.
200. It's another call. 300's the bet, gentlemen.
No chance.
The final card goes down. The mark has one of the strongest possible hands in poker, and only one other hand can beat him. But it's so unlikely, he has no choice but to get all his chips in.
I can't be that unlucky. So I'll raise all in.
You're all in, what?
I'm all in. Yeah.
Paul and Colin look a little worried. This isn't the plan they agreed. The mark was only meant to bet big on Paul's deal, and he's betting not just with his money, but theirs too.
What?
Really?
What's going on? I've never seen anything like this.
All right.
Holy moly.
What's that?
There's now more than £8,000 on the table.
You went all the way onto the river?
The cards are turned over.
He had the king.
Oh, we had the flush.
I got the jacks. What have you got?
Sucked out on me.
The mark turns over his aces,
Oh, game over.
What
What have you got?
Oh, you
What have you got?
sucked out on me.
and then he sees the one hand he was dreading.
What have you got?
Another player turns over. A straight flush.
No way.
No.
Who's
He's got straight flush. He wins it. Oh, my God.
It's a disaster.
He wins it.
Not only has he lost his money, he's also managed to lose the money Paul gave him as well.
That's an expensive hand.
Wow, what a coup.
See that one coming,
The
boys?
rest is.
I'm gone, guys.
Jesus.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
mate.
you.
The game breaks.
Well done. Well done.
See you, man.
Dude.
That's sick.
Well done.
All right.
The mark leaves with empty pockets, and he owes Paul another £1,000. Paul is left in silence.
It's unbelievable.
Colin tries to work out what just happened. He assumed he was going to take the mark's money, not some random stranger.
I've never, ever seen that online.
What the hell just happened? I thought
That cannot happen. I'm sorry, it can't happen.
I thought the guy was waiting on your cue.
Okay, here's the thing. In a normal game in someone's house, the odds of that are like 6 million to 1 or something like that. The odds of that happening with you two shysters at the table are more like evens.
What are you trying to say, Colin?
Sam?
And it was brilliant.
There he is. There's the boy.
Sure enough, here's the winning player. Not some random stranger, but working for the Hustlers all along.
It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. And I'm never playing poker again with people I don't know.
So how did the mark lose all his money on his own deal?
That's not bad.
Thank you, mate.
During the game, Jess arranged a duplicate deck of cards into a pre-arranged order. She then slipped it into Alex's coat pocket. She hung the jacket over the back of Alex's chair whilst the game was in mid-flow. And when the mark had the maximum amount of chips in front of him, she waited until he'd shuffled the cards, then asked him about his drinks order.
Excuse me, love. Did I bring you down your drink?
The tiny moment of distraction was all Alex needed to switch the shuffled deck for the rigged one.
Down your drink. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Anytime you like that.
The mark then passed out the cards, not knowing he was dealing himself a hand that no poker player would be able to pass. From this point on, he was guaranteed to lose every penny in his pocket.
He's got straight flush.
No way.
The hand, there was so many pairs in the hand. Everyone had a full house. I had quad aces and he got a straight flush, so I lost about $2.5 grand.
Yeah.
Adding it all up. That's just the way it goes sometimes. It's luck comes in many guises, as they say, so, and it weren't my lucky night. So.
It was wrong, but I can't help but admire the workmanship and the craftsmanship and the genius of what they pulled off at that table. I would never do it. Morally wrong, in all honesty. Like, I feel it is a moral game. He would have actually rang Rob tomorrow and given him another £1,000 on top of his spin-up. Unbelievable. It's an eye-opener. 20 quid's my max from here on in.
Sitting at a poker table with a couple of hustlers is a very bad place to find yourself. If they're touching the cards, it means someone is going to be losing all of their money, and it's almost certainly going to be you.
Poker's an increasingly popular game. Thousands of people enjoy playing. But if you want to protect yourself, make sure that you play with people you know, or you play in a properly regulated club.
£2 for 3 hoops. Win any bottle here, plus £10 plus any cuddly toy. Hello, how are you?
All right, thanks.
Look at you with the two men. Which one's the lucky one?
The middle one.
The middle one, lovely. Thank you very much. Right, you get 1 hoop over the base, you win the bottle, so you got 3 chances today because you got your 3 hoops, plus £10 plus any cuddly toy as well.
This all looks like a lot of fun, but in reality it's a mugs game and Jess will win every time.
Oh, close. Oh, come on, last one, 3rd time lucky. Oh, you know what? Very close, needs to go over the base though.
So how can Jess be so sure of always winning?
The block that I use in my Hoopla game is actually covered in velvet and has a smooth texture one way and a rough texture the other, meaning that when the hoop is thrown onto it, it's going to catch the rough texture on the velvet, making it very difficult to go all the way down. But not only that, the actual blocks that I use in the game are staggered, which means the hoop is going to get put right on the edge, making it very difficult to go all the way down.
Think you can do it? Go on and impress me. There's your 3 hoops.
Time for some more people to lose their money on Jess's Hoopla game.
Need to get round the base. One more try. Oh, unlucky. 3rd time lucky.
And the professional fairground workers know only too well that this game is a money spinner.
When was the last time you bought a guy a drink?
Never.
Okay, this will be the first time. Have you ever bought a guy a drink? You've never bought a guy a drink in your whole life? Tonight, either I'm going to buy you all drinks, or you all have to buy me a drink. Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay. Got a little challenge. Okay. It uses 3 matches. Okay, take that. And snap it off so you've got a tiny, tiny little bit of wood left. Just about that. There's 1, there's 2, and 1 more. Okay. So, we have to make them float in the bottle at this level here, more or less. First of all, I want to mark the level so we know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so, right about there, would you say that's about right? Yeah? Of course, if we just drop them in, they'll float at that level. So to make it even more difficult, we'll top it up. As you can see, this is going to make things a little bit more difficult, but there are a couple of rules. First of all, you can't lift the bottle off the table, and you can't tilt it, and you can't remove any water at all.
So, to win a drink, Paul's friends need to make 3 broken match heads float level with the line on the bottle. Either all together or one at a time. But they can't remove any water or tilt the bottle.
top and then like put it to the side. Would that not work?
Not really, because then they'd be floating at this level.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You couldn't like put your hand over it and then turn it?
No, then it wouldn't be upright,
No,
and you'd probably spill some.
It's going to be so easy when we find out the answer. I just don't see any possible way of doing that without taking the water out. And you're not allowed to tip the bottle.
Nope.
Okay, let's see you do it then.
Ready?
Yep.
Press.
Oh no.
Oh no. There they all go. Now there's one at that level. Wow. There's two at that level.
Yeah.
And there's three at that level.
Paul filled the bottle right up to the very top. He then pushed down on the liquid using the palm of his hand. This changed the water pressure, allowing him to make the matchsticks float at any height in the bottle. Each one required a slightly different pressure to hit the winning line.
So, that'll be 3 martinis. The bar's over there.
Cool, let's do it.
That was 3 martinis, 1 each.
Oh no.
Tell you what, does anybody have a £20 note? Or a £10 note, it doesn't really matter, anything you've got, okay? What I want you to do, you have to fold it like this, so it's almost like a little Z. All right? You have to do exactly what I do. We're gonna hold it in our hands, but you have to hold it in exactly the way that I hold it, and the last person holding a £20 note keeps any money that falls on the table or the floor. Fair enough?
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do. Take your fingers like that, okay? One pinching this way, and the other one pinching this way. And the idea is you have to be able to take your fingers away. And then take one away like that. That one fell, and that one fell, which means I get to keep this one. The secret is just a little bit of extra investment. All you need is that 10 pence.
So that sneaky 10p balanced on Paul's thumb, weighted his folded note, earning him 3 crisp 20s. That's a whole lot of free drinks.
That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, and the drinks are definitely on you.
Alex, Jess and Paul have come to this pub with one intention: to con the locals. Jess has spotted a couple of likely looking lads and decides to play a little trick on them.
Are you two twins? You are? Can you sit next to each other?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's well funny. Can you look at each other? That's like looking in a mirror.
Twins should have no trouble copying one another, but can they copy everything that Jess does?
Badly. I bet that you can't copy. You know, like a mirror image?
Yeah.
Everything that I do. Okay, well this is quite good because we've got the same glasses. Take your glasses. I'll put a pan down as well, so it's just the glasses. Got like that. And all you need to do is copy everything that I do. If you can't do it, you buy me a drink and with your friends. If you can do it, I'll buy you both a drink. Yeah? That sound fair? Okay. So, hands in the cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You swallowed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I told you couldn't copy me.
It's true.
I'll have a glass of wine, and I think they'll have a couple of pints. Okay. Thank you.
Jess is out for a drink in a seaside bar, but she doesn't plan on picking up the tab.
Did you study physics at school? You didn't? So you're no good at physics?
No.
I'm still going to pick you anyway for this. Okay, because this is actually about physics. I've got a challenge for you. Okay, I've got a glass of water. I've got a cork. I want you to place the cork in the water and make it settle in the centre without touching the edges of the glass. So it has to stay in the centre without going towards the side of the glass. You think you can do it? Sound simple enough?
Yeah, that's a challenge. I'll have a go.
Okay. If you can do it, then I'll buy you a drink. And
You can't do it and I can. Can you buy me a drink? Shake? Yeah, think it's fair? No helping if you know
Hands
it,
up,
okay?
okay?
Hands off the table, boys.
Can I help? Sure.
No, you can't help. You can't help.
Okay.
Between you and me.
Something to do with the glasses position?
Whatever you think.
Whoa, baby, come on. Stay.
Oh, it's gone to the edge. You lose. Okay, so if I can do it, then you buy me a drink. Okay?
Fair enough.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I didn't say you could use anything. I'm just going to top it up a little bit.
I see what's happening.
I'm just going to top it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, a little bit. How much is a little bit? Come on. Just a little bit. Pop that up a little bit. No problem.
I'm concentrating here, boys.
Dad. Just going to flow off again. Go on, Cork.
Don't move. No.
Oh.
Take it out, quick.
These guys have just been hustled by simple science. A floating cork always moves to the highest point of the water. When the glass is half full, the highest point is right at the edge, because the water surface is slightly curved. But when the glass is full, the water surface actually bulges outwards, meaning the highest point is right in the centre, and that's where the cork will float. It works in all drinks, especially free ones.
You want me a drink? There you go. You can use that now, can't you? You can do it on all your mates.
New boy Jazz is out on the town, and he knows a hustler never buys his own drinks.
Should we get some drinks in?
Yeah.
Yeah? What we're going to do is we're going to do a little competition for it, yeah? Challenge. If you can do it, then I get you the drinks. If I can do it, you get me the drinks. Yeah? Okay, I'll show you. Okay, what we have here, beer bottle, £10 note, and a coin. What you have to do is, using one finger, you have to get the note from under the coin, and you're only allowed to use one finger.
It's impossible.
Yeah, you give it a try. You might get some free drinks out of it.
So to avoid buying Jazz a drink, his new friends need to remove the note from the bottle, leaving the £2 coin in place. But they're only allowed to use one finger.
One finger.
One finger only. Not two.
Where's the thumb? I can't do it.
Oh, wanna try one?
You try.
As long as you're using one finger, give it a go.
Of course.
All right, shall I show you?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? One finger, note out, and the coin stays on. There you go.
Jazz licks his finger. That's the secret. He then gives the note a quick, sharp tap, which pulls it out and leaves the coin on top. Easy when you know how.
The hustlers have come to this pub to do a modern recreation of a con from the film The Sting. Alex and Paul are watching darts on a giant TV. Jess is serving behind the bar, so you know this isn't a night off. So, what's the scam? Paul asks some lads if they fancy betting on the next darts match.
You guys interested in a little bit of action? Give it a go.
But since our boys are hustlers, you know they are not going to play fair. Jess has inside information on the darts game, which means that for Alex and Paul, any bets they're going to make will be a sure thing. Paul explains that the match is England versus Scotland, and you have to bet on who will win each leg. The winning bet gets to choose first in the next leg, and whoever wins the majority of legs gets to take home all the money.
Fair enough. That's true. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Right.
Like perfect gentlemen, Paul and Alex let the marks go first. This brings an element of chance. The marks may guess correctly, but there are only so many times they can win.
So, you guys choose. Who do you want to win first round? Scotland or England?
Scotland.
Money is placed on the table up front, and during the game, matchsticks are used like casino chips and are worth £1 each. Jess turns up the volume and away they go.
That's the job I want. 100? Oh, my money back.
Oh! What's that? All right, that's yours.
That's yours.
The marks win the leg, so they get first pick for the next bet.
I'll go for England. Go for England? Yeah. Alright. That's yours. That was it. You're creaming that. Alright. Great batch. Great batch. Great batch. Oh! What is that?
After 5 legs, the marks are unbeaten and £9 up. Unbelievably, our real hustlers are on a losing streak.
Yes! We win one! That's us.
Finally, the hustlers have control of the game. It's payback time.
I only go for England.
England? Alright, we're going for England.
Choke! Oh, hey!
Alex and Paul win again.
Double back 16.
And again.
That's us.
There seems to be no stopping them. Their lucky streak continues over the next 5 legs.
Oh! Come on. What comeback that is? We was up. See how they sitting up his stool.
It's all over. Alex and Paul win the final leg. They beat the marks 9-5.
480 English cut, buddy.
It's a whitewash. They have taken almost £100 off their victims. But how come they got so lucky? Let's go back and see how they did it. This scam relies on technology. Jess is playing live darts through a TV behind the bar and the satellite receiver for the big screen. The satellite receiver contains a hard drive, which continuously records the program, so live TV can be paused and resumed at any time. Just before the bar is open to the public, Jess pauses the big screen darts coverage long enough for her to be 1 match ahead on her small TV behind the bar. Jess restarts the TV just before the doors open. By the time the lads agree to bet, the match in reality is over and Jess knows all the results as she has been watching the TV behind the bar. All she has to do is tell the boys. The winner of each leg is shown by the placement of the tea towel. Alex gets the message. Left pump means England, right pump is Scotland.
England? Alright, we're going for England.
Choke! Oh, hey!
So, luck had nothing to do with our hustlers' victory. But before we let the marks have their money back, let's see what they make of their losing streak.
It was silly really because darts is something we didn't really know enough about, but here now, you might as well just have a laugh.
You have to know about darts. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
They had some sort of insight that we just didn't have.
We're in the middle of a gambling boom and people are prepared to bet on anything. Remember, if there is money to be made, there is probably a hustler around trying to cash in.
Okay, I'm going to try a proposition bet for you. What I need you to do is, I need you to hold this note from both ends like this, and I need you to balance the 10p piece on its side like that, on the top here, and you have to hold it for 3 seconds. Yeah?
For 3 seconds.
For 3 seconds. So I'll give it to you to have a try. If you can do it, I'll get you whatever your favourite drink is. If you can't do it, you have to get me one, yeah? Yeah?
Alright, I think I could win.
So Jazz is offering a round of drinks to his new friends if they can balance a coin in the air for 3 seconds on the straight edge of a banknote.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, it's definitely there for a third of a second, maybe. Close, very close.
Well, you could do better than that. I got nearly a second.
It's still good, it's better than most. Okay, so what you do is you fold it in half and make sure there's a really well-defined crease at the top here. Open it up on the table, balance the middle of the 10p. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Success! Jazz creases the banknote to create a kink in the edge, then places the very middle of the 10p over the kink and slowly straightens it out. That's gotta be worth a free drink.
Alex is out in a seaside bar and he fancies a free drink.
Balloons! Hey! What is a grown man doing with balloons in his pocket?
To hear that, to be
I don't know. Which one would you like?
How about the red one, please?
The red one. Okay.
Got to be blue for boys.
Blue for boys. Leaves me with pink. Thank you. So blow them up, not too big, and tie it up. Great. Brilliant. Excellent.
You got it.
All right. Here's my question: how long do you think you could hold that balloon over that flame before it bursts? You can't hold it up here. You've got to hold it like just almost touching. Yeah. How long do you reckon it will last?
Not very long.
Not very long.
Second? 2 seconds?
A couple of seconds.
A couple of seconds. All right, you can go first. Put it on the flame.
A little bit.
Touch it. Touch it. Okay, that just about burst as it touched the flame. Okay,
Yes.
who wants to go next? Who thinks they can better that?
Okay.
So you're trying to beat about a second. So you're trying to warm the balloon up, get it used to the idea that it's going to be very hot in a second now. That's pretty good. You've got the wind helping you out. Whoa! Okay, I would say that was about 10 seconds. All right. But it's got to be close to the flame, right?
It still didn't last that long, did it?
All right, so I'm going to use one of these balloons, and I am going to hold it over for at least 30 seconds.
How long?
You can choose which balloon I do.
At least 30 seconds.
On the flame?
On the flame. A la plancha. If I can do it, you guys buy me a drink.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I have a shake on that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. No chance you're going to do
Sure.
it. 30 seconds.
Which one do you want me to use?
Pink.
The pink.
Girl's choice.
Right.
Is that the trick?
Wow, what he doesn't done up.
That's a little
Ready?
Timing.
Am I touching the flame? Because I can't actually see.
Yeah.
I can see that. Now, do I have to sit here for 30 seconds?
Do you want me to hold it?
You've been sitting there for about half hour.
I should have timed that, shouldn't I?
The trick here is that Alex started by taking a mag full of water. The water then went into the balloon before he blew it up. Instead of quickly heating the balloon to breaking point, all the heat from the flame went straight into the water, keeping the balloon nice and cool and intact. And that's how Alex achieved his record-breaking time.
That was 30 seconds.
I didn't think of that. That was very good.
That was very good.
The team are in Manchester's fashionable Canal Street, full of modern clubs, cafes and bars. Will any of the clientele be tempted by one of the oldest con tricks going? This is the 3 shell game, in this case played with 3 bottle tops and a pea.
Come on, folks, try your luck. Anybody want to play? It's very simple, real money for real luck. All you have to do is find the pea. Very simple, always starts there. I'm going to move them around like that.
Paul is the operator, or the shell man, and he's looking for a victim.
Come on in. Come on in. Don't just look. Stand over there. All you got to do is guess where the pea is. It always starts there. All right, where is it now? I haven't done anything yet. Like that. Perfect. Just like that. Watch. There's the pea. You know where it is. All I'm going to do is move them around like that. I'll do it again. You know it's not there. Where is it? This one. It's not there. It's not there. It's got to be there. Now, sounds like fun, but it is for money. You want to have a try?
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe for some money, £10?
Alex is a collaborator in the scam known as a shill. He is going to pretend to play the game and so entice the victims into betting.
Even money paid. If you give me a tenner, I'll give you 20 back.
All right.
All right, where is it now? There it is. I'm going to try and confuse you. A little bit of that. Where is it?
Middle one.
Middle one? Look at that.
Sweet.
You got a winner. All right. 10, 10.
Alex wins, and so the victims are conned into believing that they can succeed too. But the reality is that they don't stand a chance.
All right. Move them around like that. What? Bring the money out your pocket. What you got? Come on. Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Feel the luck. Feel the luck. All right, a tenner. Tenner for which one? Middle one.
20,
for the middle
20
one.
on this one. 20 on that one.
I've got to take the bigger bet.
20 on that
I've got to take the bigger bet. Look, it's over there. You should have listened to this guy. He knows what he's doing. Do it again. This one's for you. What?
Hey, it's the money on that.
Alex loses, but this is all part of the plan to make the real players think that they are smarter and so are more likely to win.
This one there. Show me your money. What have you got? Make it 20 so he doesn't come over the top of you. Come on. Make it 20.
20 quid.
Right? You shouldn't listen to me, mate. I already know it's over there. Look, we'll do it again.
Jess is another shill, and she is there to squeeze more money from our victims by pretending to cheat for them against Paul.
Okay. One more time. Where is it? It's right there, yeah? All right. I'll do it for you this time.
Jess leans in and whispers her plan. She will mark the bottle top that has the P under it with a smear of lipstick. If the players pick that one, then they can't lose. Of course, we know that they can't win.
All right. It's in the middle one.
I think you're cheating.
Go on, then. Go on, then. Don't drop it now.
Jess leaves a tiny mark on the bottle top with her lipstick.
Can I check it, just in case you... Yeah, all right. I know where it is. Now watch. Do it very, very slowly, okay? You know exactly where it is. Where is it now? Come on, show me the money. Show me the money. What have you got?
20 quid.
20 quid. 20 quid on this one.
No, that one.
That one?
That one.
20 quid on that one. How much are you betting?
20.
On this one?
10.
This one?
That one.
How much? 20?
20.
20. Well, it's not there, mate. It's over there. Like that.
The victims have now lost £40.
It's, was that you?
No.
With barefaced cheek, Paul accuses the players of cheating, which allows him to close the game and keep the money, as well as seeing off his victims before they realise they have been
This is a
conned.
game for money. You can't cheat.
Look.
Okay?
I got
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm done. If you're not gonna play fair, I can't play you. I'm sorry. Okay? Come on, folks, try your luck. It's a game. Anybody can play. Very simple.
Paul is up for snaring more players, while his victims have time to reflect on their defeat.
Well, initially, when I first went to have a bet on it, I didn't really think I would spend any money, but when the girl kind of like said, with this lipstick on it, that's going to be it. You kind of like assume, you know, how can it not be any different? So I guess because of the girl's presence made me spend a bit more money than I would have done.
I'm going to give you...
Paul, Alex and Jess are conning another pair. But even if these two choose correctly, they can never win. A skilled shellman uses sleight of hand and other tricks to always take your money.
Which one? That one. You should have said over there, mate. Sorry. That's how the game works. Sorry, guys.
The shell game is centuries old, and people are still falling victim to it all over Europe. The problem is, they will never win, as this game relies solely on the hustler's sleight of hand.
This is called the shell and P. There's no P here. There's no P here. The P starts right there, like that. Nothing under here. All you have to do is watch for the P. Here we go. If I wanted to, I could put the P here, or I could put the P here. The P, of course, is right there, and that's why you lose.